Hi, this is Emma,
and Michaela,
and you're listening to
Sleeping in Park,
where we talk about our trips to beautiful places. Follow along as we dive into our past trips and our trip planning.
So our intro and then bits and pieces of the rest of this podcast were actually recorded on our most recent trip we just got back from a little bit ago.
Our brains were not fully focused on the podcast episode we were trying to write an outline for and record. Yeah. We were a little preoccupied by seeing all the beautiful places and doing all the cool things. So we have some things we wanted to add once we listened to it, and we thought, oh, would have been smart to say this, or talk about this, or talk about that. So
So we just added a couple things.
Yeah. So there'll be some funky editing if you're watching, but if
you'll see us in a couple different places.
You'll see it. Yeah.
This is episode 4. Today we're going to talk about planning a trip to Grand Teton.
We are on the road.
We are.
Our car is all packed. We're on a trip. If you're watching, you can see.
Yeah, so it might be the video might be a little shaky, but we got microphones now.
So we're hoping that'll help the sound quality.
We feel pretty fancy.
We do feel fancy.
Okay, anyway. When you start planning a trip, I think one of the first steps is going to be figuring out how you're going to get there.
Yes. That's a good place to start.
Yeah. Personally, we like to drive because we like to make stops along the way. But you can fly, you can get there however you want. There is an airport in Jackson, but there are other airport options available.
Salt Lake City is the second closest, and it's probably a cheaper option than Jackson.
Yeah.
Because it's a bigger airport.
Yeah. And then the next step would be planning how long to stay.
Or how many days you can take off.
I suppose. Honestly, we could spend weeks.
I could live in the Tetons and never run out of things to do.
It's amazing. But it's also such an easy park to see.
It is.
That you could honestly see everything.
Or not everything, but most of the park.
The major points, I guess.
In a few days, I'd say would give you plenty of time.
Or even if you're just driving past it.
Yeah.
I would still recommend to stop, even if it's just for a couple hours.
Yeah.
Because
it's worth it.
It is. And you can see a lot of the park from, honestly, the road.
Yeah.
What
would
you
get say
a good view of the
our recommendation is 2 to 3 days is the perfect time where you could still go back then lots of times and still have lots of stuff to do, but you can see a lot in 2 to 3 days.
Honestly, even 3 or 4. I don't know. I just personally, I would rather spend more time there. But 3 days is probably a good.
But you could fully take a 2-week vacation and never run out of things to do.
Yeah.
Too.
Oh, definitely. Sorry, go ahead.
The next thing you kind of want to figure out is a budget for your trip.
Yes.
Figuring out, and that will go into how you're going to get there, and then food costs, activities, and then where you're staying, which is the next thing you should figure out.
Yes. We stay at campsites because we just sleep in the car.
We do sleep in a car.
And those stay relatively cheap, even within the park. $20, $30?
60. They can get up to 60.
Yes. But it also depends on where in the park you're staying, I suppose.
Our campsite this year has a pretty good view of the Tetons, so
I'm excited.
Me too. It varies, but still a lot cheaper than the hotels in and around Grand Teton, especially Jackson.
Yeah.
And because it's close to Yellowstone as well, it's just hotel prices they're high.
They're higher. Yeah.
Because it's a beautiful place to go.
It is. Well, and then there's also lodges and stuff that you can stay.
There are lodges in the park as well.
Yeah.
So if you're not a camper and you want to stay in the park, there's that option as well.
Yeah. For when to go, I honestly think any time of the year would
100%.
be an amazing trip. We have
beautiful views.
Yeah, we haven't gotten to go in the winter yet, but it's
on
our bucket list.
Yes.
But
I think, but if you had to pick one time, like if you had to pick one specific time, I think I would pick probably late spring or early summer.
Yes,
because it's warm, but it'll still get cool at night, but not too cool. And there's still snow on the tops of the mountains, which always makes it look really pretty.
Yes, we love to see the snow on the mountains.
We do love that.
Yeah. In the summer, it does get pretty busy.
That is its busy season.
Yeah. But the weather's nice. The mountains, you can still get an amazing view. It's just part of their busy season. Yeah. So
I would say a good time to go, though, is probably early spring or fall when there's less vacations because kids aren't out of school. People don't use as much PTO in that time. So it'd be a good time to go, and it would still be decent weather where you wouldn't be like bundled up freezing.
And then with fall, like the leaves changing color, all the colors.
I think September
so
is
beautiful.
a great time to go to a lot of places because it's usually less busy. Yeah. And you still, usually everything isn't closed yet for winter, especially in Grand Teton because it's at a lower elevation. Yep. It's not like super up high in there. Yeah. Everything is open. I think in October, isn't it? Yeah. I think late October is usually when snow really starts coming.
Yeah, it honestly probably can. I'm sure it starts earlier than that.
I think the fall colors are between late September and mid-October. Yeah.
But if you go in the fall, I would also just kind of be prepared for it to snow.
Just in case you're still in the mountains.
Yeah. You never know.
Yeah. And then if you do go in the winter, a lot of the roads close. Yeah. But the main highway.
The main highway, that 42-mile scenic.
Not the whole 42 miles.
Not the whole thing.
Yeah. Because part of it goes through the park. But the outside, it's like a loop. Yeah. And the outside edge is a highway that stays open.
Yes. So that's 89/91 and 26-287 stay open. And then winter also just gives you a lot of different activities to do.
Right. Gives you a variety.
Yeah, it's really cool.
It is. Some places to stay if if you're looking for a more city atmosphere. Yeah. Not sure it's really a city atmosphere, but just towns where there's actually civilization, Yeah. Would be Jackson Hole, Wyoming, which is right south of the Tetons. Driggs, Idaho, which is on the left side, just right across the border in Idaho. And then Alta, Wyoming, which is south of Jackson Hole, which we haven't stayed there. No. But we drove through it, and they have the largest elk horn arch
that's
existing.
Jackson Hole?
Nope. Do you remember?
Oh no, you're so right.
Yeah, do you remember? It went over the entire road.
The whole road. Yeah. No, you're so right.
And we were like, "What is this?"
Yeah.
And we were up there. I was trying to take pictures while you're driving.
That's right.
Yeah. That was actually pretty cool to see.
That.
And it's gorgeous. Cool. And the drive from there to the Tetons,
so pretty,
stunning. You go through a national forest.
Yes. Bridger Teton.
It was Bridger Teton.
Yes.
Gorgeous.
Love it.
Love it.
10 out of 10.
Yes.
If you're going to the Tetons, drive through there.
Yeah. And also drive over to Driggs, Idaho, because it's gorgeous. Yeah. That drive is gorgeous as well.
You take the Teton Pass Road.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
Which we love. We drove that too. Mm-hmm. It was beautiful.
It's amazing. We love it all.
We do love it all.
We love all things Grand Teton.
Yeah, we do. Everything surrounding it too.
Yeah.
Because it's just so gorgeous.
Yes. But for places to stay, so there is a lot of different lodging options within the park or like around it.
Yeah.
There's go ahead.
No, you're okay. You go ahead.
Oh, okay. There's the American Alpine Club Grand Teton Climbers Ranch.
I remember saying this one. I was like,
it was kind of a mouthful. Yeah, yeah. But
so this list starts at the south end of the park. So the most southern place to stay, and then goes to the north.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
that's pretty
cool. A little fancy.
And then there's the Triangle X Ranch. Jenny Lake Lodge, which I would say is probably one of the very popular ones.
Yeah.
Along with the Signal Mountain Lodge.
That would be gorgeous.
And Jackson Lake Lodge.
Mm-hmm. And then Coulter Bay Cabins.
Yeah. those ones are probably very popular.
They're probably all. And then there's lots of campsites in and around the park as well. So your campsite options inside the park are Gross Venture Campground, Jenny Lake Campground, Signal Mountain Campground, Coulter Bay Tent Village,
which is really cool.
Yeah, that's the ones with the canvas tents. Right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then Coulter Bay RV Park, and Lizard Creek Campground, and Headwaters Campground at Flag Ranch.
Yeah.
Those are options inside the park for camping.
And then some around the park, so it's not like in it, they're close
These were
by.
the ones closest to it.
Yeah.
And the ones that we know of, you can dig more and find more. Yeah. They just would be a little bit further away.
Yeah. So Mike Harris Campground and Trail Creek Campground, I believe those are both on the Idaho side.
Yep, they are.
But we stayed at Mike Harris, and it was beautiful.
Yeah, it was. We liked it. And you get to drive over Teton Pass to get to those two. Trail Creek Campground is, I think it's like on the map. It's like
right there.
It's like right there, right by
next to it.
Yeah, because I think I remember driving that and seeing a campground. I was like, "Is that it?" And then we were like, "No." And then it was like
it was almost there.
Yeah, it was like 5 or 10 minutes down the road. Yeah. But we were in traffic on the way there, which is probably why it was 10 minutes down the road.
Yeah.
But that was on the way out. In the morning, on our way into Grand Teton, no one. Didn't even see a car.
Okay, well, we were also driving probably like...
We were driving it at 4 in the morning. We were driving it at 4 in the morning because we got into Grand Teton before 5.
That's
do you remember that?
I do. Yep. I do remember that.
We did. We got there very much before sunrise.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure we could still see the stars when we got out of the car. We could. Because I was like, Michaela, look at the stars.
I'm probably still half asleep. Just like, uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Okay.
If you're gonna book a hotel or lodge, I would do it as soon as you know you're going. At least 6 to 12 months in advance. Booking campgrounds is a little bit more lenient.
I would say if you want campgrounds in the park, though, for sure.
Yeah.
Find out when they're released, and if you know you're already going, try and book it right away.
Yep. Because
just campgrounds inside national parks can be hard to get in general. Sometimes they're not too bad. Sometimes it's okay.
Yeah. But definitely book any hotel or lodge as soon as you possibly can.
I think because I booked our campsite for this year in Teton 6 months in advance. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So
I was gonna say, I think we started booking.
And there weren't any other options. Like there was 2 sites left at the Gross Venture Campground we stayed at when I booked.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So definitely book your camping too ahead of time. Mm-hmm. But another thing you can do that I've heard of people doing is you book something fully refundable outside the park, whether it's a lodge or it's a campsite that's like a private campsite basically, that has a full refund policy if you cancel within a certain amount of days. And you can either check back in online to see if campsites or lodges have had any cancellations.
There you go.
Thank you. I couldn't get the word out. Otherwise, you can always call too and check in on that. But I've heard that works because then you can book where you actually want to stay if you want to stay inside the park, and then cancel your other reservation that you have just in case you can't catch a cancellation and get your money back.
Yes,
which works too.
Yeah.
And then while you're there, stop by the visitor centers and the gift shops. So
we love them.
Yeah, we do love them. So the Craig Thomas Discovery and Visitor Center is on the south end of the park. You can get into there before you even get to the park entrance. It is like as you're driving up to go into the south park entrance, you take a left and there it is.
Yeah. And that one's really cool. It's more educational.
It's just smaller gift shop selection.
Yeah. But that one's super cool because you learn a lot about the park itself.
Yeah, we like that one. Mm-hmm. And then the next one, going in the direction of north, is a weird way. Going in the direction
of north.
I'm like an old English lad or something.
Next time you're going in the direction of north, make sure you hit the Jenny Lake Visitor Center.
And along Jenny Lake, they have these really cool models. It's like multiple places. So there's one right by the visitor center and gift shop, and then I know for sure there's like two more.
There's two more along. It's like
along the trail. Yeah, the Jenny Lake Trail.
Yeah.
That part of it is completely paved, where you see those models of the mountains, where you can see the ranges, and you get like it says like Cascade Canyon and like
Paintbrush Canyon.
Yeah,
and it'll like show you the trails too, and give you little stars for like the viewpoints
where you are.
Yeah.
It's very cool. We like those.
We do. It's super cool.
I don't know. They did it. I just like the models.
Because I'm such a visual learner. So it's like, I'm like, we're on this hike to Hidden Falls. I don't know where we are in the range, but it's after you look at that, you kind of,
so cool.
You can figure it out, and it's really cool.
It is really cool. And then Coulter Bay Visitor Center and Gift Shop, which we haven't been in that visitor center. We've been in that gift shop though. And let me tell you, it's the best gift shop in the entire national park.
We love it.
Like, blows the other ones out of the water a little bit.
Like the other ones?
Okay, did you see this year they had like an art museum or something up too?
It was so cool.
It was gorgeous.
It's so cool.
And they sell like some handmade stuff. Like, just it was getting very
cool.
There's like
up just there. A little bit of everything they got in there.
They have so many more clothes options up there. They have like just a lot more options of everything. Stickers, mugs. And then just a lot of really cool, unique stuff. Like, they had these really cute, like, Aztec jackets and, like, just a lot of
blankets. They had, like, just dishes, candles, everything.
They have a lot there. We love that one.
We do. It's our favorite.
Yeah, we found that one last year. And we absolutely loved it.
Well, we found it again this year.
And we found it on purpose this time. I will say, though, I think we spent more in Jackson.
I think go shopping at the gift shop before you go shopping in Jackson.
That's a great idea.
Because we tend to...
Because then you don't even need to go shopping in Jackson at the least.
But I still like having like a I have a Jackson Hole sweatshirt. But then at the gift shops you get like a Grand Teton sweatshirt because they're different.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think there's really a great way to do it because you end up spending money either way.
Either way, you're gonna spend a lot.
Although if you spend it at the national park gift shop, some of the proceeds go towards the national park.
So go to the park gift shop first before you go into Jackson. Yeah. But still go into Jackson.
Yeah. But go to Coulter Bay.
Yeah.
Don't just give up after you look at Jenny Lake and the Craig Thomas Visitor Center, because their gift shops are smaller. If gift shops are important to you, this is a lot of information about gift shops.
But gift shops are important to us. We love to have souvenirs.
We do. Even if they're just little. Are those your magnets? Do you like mine on my fridge?
My fridge isn't magnetized, which makes me really angry because of all the magnets we have.
This year on our trip,
this is one
we bought magnets from all the national parks.
Look how it's backwards, but it's so adorable. Got that from the Coulter Bay gift shop.
We got another one from the Coulter Bay gift shop too.
Hold on, I'm getting it. I'm getting it. Right. She's just stuck.
Because they're magnets and they...
Nope, because it was a little bit sticky. But, look how gorgeous.
We also got the most adorable coffee cups there.
I love them. I use them. I use mine. I had coffee out of mine this morning.
I think those are the only coffee cups that get used at my house now are the ones that we got.
I love them so much.
Anyway.
Let me just throw my magnets back in my car compartment up yonder.
We do love our souvenirs. I forgot a magnet.
I forgot. A lot of magnets.
It's a magnet set. Mini magnets.
Yes.
Those are adorable.
They are.
So yeah, visit a gift shop and a visitor center. Or all of them.
Do all of the above.
I encourage you to visit all of them.
Yeah. Learn about
what you're seeing.
And then some things to do inside the park. So there's a ton of stuff.
There is.
They have over 250 miles of hiking trails within the park.
Think about that. 250 miles. Think about hiking 250 miles.
Like, that's crazy.
That's so much.
Yeah.
They have ranger-led hikes, which are cool because it gives you helps you, like, you learn about stuff while you're hiking, and it helps you appreciate it in a different way, I think.
I think so, yeah. You can do rock climbing. That's on our bucket list.
It is on our bucket list.
That would be so cool.
Yes, we haven't done it yet. But
no, not yet.
If you're a rock climber,
yeah,
or you find a outfitter to take you rock climbing, not rock fitting.
And then there's also a ton of like backcountry hikes, so you can do like overnight trips if you want. But if you also want to do those longer hikes, there is an option to just go in as far as you feel comfortable, and then come back.
That is true. Lakes. They have some pretty cool lakes.
They do.
You can do lots of stuff. You
Yes.
can fish on some lakes. You can go on a boat on some lakes. You can paddleboard, kayak, canoe.
Yeah.
Just swim.
Yeah, honestly, it's gorgeous.
Lay in your kiddie pool on the
lake. So some of the lakes that you can bring a boat to would be like Jenny or Jackson Lake. However, you do have to get like a special registration for it.
You have to get a permit for it.
Yeah.
And you have to get that for any kind of watercraft. Anything you put in the water, even if it doesn't have a motor. So like when we go paddleboarding, we need to get a permit to go on the lake.
Yep. And then you can bring non-motorized watercraft, so like paddleboard, canoe, kayak. You can bring that on like Phelps Lake or Taggart. And then you can't bring
string in Leah Lake.
Oh, that as well, yeah. And then you can't bring any sort of watercraft to like Pacific Creek or Buffalo Fork. So, yeah. Another cool thing is you can go biking. There's a ton of biking paths throughout the park.
You can bike the road too, the 42-mile scenic loop.
Yeah, it's allowed on all paved roads in Grand Tetons.
Which I think would be a very cool experience, because then it would help you slow down while you're driving. And you get to like look at all the views while you're driving and not have to worry about actually driving a car.
Yeah.
Which would be very cool.
Yeah.
Sorry. I just don't know what's coming next, so it's on you, buddy. Sorry.
I got it.
I believe in you.
And then, so along that 42-mile scenic drive, there is a ton of insane pullouts you can do that are just absolutely gorgeous.
So even if you're not a hiker, you get to see some great views.
Oh yeah,
from your car. All you have to do, look out the window.
Like that's all we did our first time out there. We did just the pullouts. Yeah. We didn't get to do any hiking really, but it was so gorgeous that we just had to go back, and then we did.
And it's our favorite.
Yes, we love it so much.
And we keep going back, and we will forever and ever and ever and ever.
Yeah.
We love Grand Teton, if you couldn't tell.
Yeah, we do. There is a ton of wildlife within the park, so while you're driving, biking, hiking, whatever you're doing, be sure to just keep a distance from wildlife and respect their home and safety. And honestly, for your safety as well, don't be driving super fast along this huge road. And you never know when a moose is just going to come across it right in front of you.
Yeah, and just pay attention. We know it's pretty and we love to look out the windows, but
yeah. And then another thing, when there is wildlife, stay inside your car for the most part.
We just had an horrible experience with people being
keep a large distance between you and the animal.
Oh.
Leave them alone. Let them be. They're at their home. You don't want to get all up in their business. Yeah.
These poor guys are just trying to live their life.
Honestly, they're just trying to cross the road. They don't need people honking at them or getting out trying to feed them or pet them or something. Don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that.
Don't do that.
Oh. So on the 42-mile scenic drive, here we have a list of some of our favorite pullouts, and then some of the most popular ones that you'll get like a really good view, or the famous ones that you've seen, if you've seen any pictures of Grand Teton.
Yep. So Mormon Row is, there's that classic picture of the Tetons with that old barn in it that's just insanely gorgeous with the backdrop of the Tetons. Such a gorgeous place. It is not far off the road. I mean, it's very easy to get to. we would recommend going either at sunrise or sunset. However, when the sun is setting, it's setting behind the Tetons.
So sunrise, you would get the pretty, beautiful
The
clouds.
pretty glow.
Yep, with the glow without getting the sun in your pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Another good one to go to is Glacier View Turnout. That one's very cool. We like that one.
Yes, we do. You get to see the glaciers in the Tetons. And there's a little sign that you can read about it.
Yeah. I always love reading those signs.
Those signs are, I love that they put signs out.
Well, because then you also get to learn about what you're seeing.
It's very cool.
I love it.
We do love it.
And then Oxbow Bend is so cool. You get this beautiful view of the Snake River, and it's just so windy, and it's so cool.
That was our first lookout, actually, that we stopped at Grand Teton.
Yeah, it was.
Another one is Schwabacher Landing, which is, I think, mine and
arguably our favorite.
Yeah, it's our favorite. It's gorgeous. It has the Snake River, and you can go down to the shore of it.
There's a lot of onions.
If you can't see out the window, there is a semi-truck hauling a large load of onions. Two large loads of onions. But anyway, you can go down to the shoreline of the Snake River, and at sunset it is gorgeous, and sunrise. But when the water is still,
so early in the morning, late at night,
you get a perfect reflection of the Tetons in the river, and it's gorgeous. And they have a walking trail that you can go down. We went down that, and it goes pretty. I don't know how far.
I don't think we've
half
walked.
A mile.
Yeah.
I don't know. You can walk down it, and it takes you along the shore. It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
And it's just a nice way to stretch your legs instead of just doing pull-outs too.
Yeah.
We love it. We really do. And it gives you a different view as you're walking along the shore.
Yeah. Yep.
We do.
It's our favorite. It's so pretty. Another good one, I think this was probably our second one.
Yeah.
Snake River Turnout or Lookout. So pretty.
It is so pretty.
It's just another view of the Snake River, and you're a little bit higher up, so you're kind of looking down in this gorgeous meadow, and then it's got the Snake River, and then the Tetons in the background. It's just amazing. I just love it so much. And then Signal Mountain Summit Road.
Oh, that one is very cool. You get to climb a baby mountain in your car.
Yeah.
And then it overlooks, so the other side, it's like a giant valley with rolling hills, and you can see a river running through it, and sometimes you can even see herds of animals. Yeah. You're way up high, and it is just gorgeous to overlook it all.
Yeah.
And then on the way down the hill, you get really good gas mileage.
You do. That's always fun.
And we went there for sunset our first year, and we saw elk on the way down in a little meadow. Yeah. On Signal Mountain. That was cool.
Yeah. And then the next thing we'll talk about is where to go if you want to see wildlife.
Who doesn't want to see wildlife?
It's one of our favorite parts.
I would say arguably
it's our second favorite.
Yes.
Our favorite part is the mountains. Second favorite, all the animals.
Yes, we love the animals.
Oxbow Bend is a good one. You can see sometimes some moose and elk. That's always I think it's so cool watching moose eat. Because they're
I like to watch them drink.
Yeah, they stick their whole head in the water. It's just so cool.
A really good place to see moose too is Moose Wilson Road.
Yeah.
And also, it is if you go around Jenny Lake on the left-hand side, there will be a turnout, and there will be ponds kind of further down as you're hiking up and you're gaining elevation while you're going around the lake. And we saw 2 moose there last year.
Yeah.
Yeah. We did. Back to back in 2 different ponds. It was so cool. We loved it.
Yes. And then Timbered Island is another good place to see elk. They like to graze there around dusk and dawn. So
that is always a good time to see wildlife. Is morning and evenings.
Yeah.
They get out a lot. So.
Snake River, moose, elk. You might get to see bison, which is cool.
We have seen a herd of bison in the north end of the park.
Yeah.
Yep. Kind of by the top of the 42-mile scenic loop.
Yeah. Another good place to see bison is Antelope Flats. You also get to see some pronghorn. And then I think our first year we saw a fox.
Yes, we saw a pronghorn and a fox.
Yeah. on that road. That was cool. And it was just walking like right alongside the
Yeah.
road. It was
The
so
little foxes.
It was so cute. Just
going for little John.
Just John. It was so cute.
Just John.
Just frolicking
like a little baby deer. No one is gonna understand this at all. That's okay. Finish it. Okay. To just not take a sip. We're so Minnesotan. We've discovered that when we get to the bottom, we've been splitting bubblers so they stay cold and carbonated when we drink them.
Because otherwise it takes us too long.
Yeah, we drink them for a long time, but we've discovered that neither of us will finish the bubbler because we just want to leave the last sip for the other person.
So like last time we had it, and she goes, "No, you just
I was about to take a sip, and I was like, just finish it. Because I was going to take a little baby sip to leave half of a sip left in a can, which isn't any better than just finishing the can. I don't know why.
I don't know.
I don't know why we're doing that. I'm glad we recognized that and we're stopping though.
Me as well. Some more fun activities.
I think we do this garbage. We don't have a bag. Yeah.
Some more fun activities. Horseback riding. That's on our bucket list.
We went horseback riding in another national park and absolutely loved it.
Yes.
It is very cool because you can go a little bit farther, a little bit faster on a horse, and maybe you had a big hike the day before and you kind of just want to give your legs a little break. And also, I just love horseback riding in general. Yeah. So mixing it with the mountains in a national park, it's like the best day in the entire world.
Honestly, yeah. It was so cool.
It was so cool. So it's on our list to do that in Grand Teton now.
Yeah. There is some guided rock climbing that you can do, which would be so insane.
That would be insane.
You can do guided rafting on Snake River.
We want to go rafting in Teton.
Yes.
We have a lot of things we still have left to do, which is why we got to keep going back.
Exactly.
Still.
And we do new things every time we go. So it's like we're just crossing things off the bucket list. If you just kind of are a little bit tired, you want to go into town, get a bite to eat.
Yeah, or maybe you just
do some shopping.
Yeah.
We gotta go to Jackson Hole.
Oh, that town is beautiful.
Yes.
Like the buildings are gorgeous
and they have this big antler arch.
Oh, yes.
There's two
Town
of them.
Square, yeah.
Yeah, there's two big antler arches. It's a very popular place for people to take pictures. I've looked into Teton at all.
Right in the center.
Definitely seen a picture of it. Yeah. It's so cool.
It is very cool.
So there's a ton of like stores that you can go in, lots of shopping opportunities.
There's an REI. Yeah. So if you forget anything, they got you covered.
They do.
And it's like, what, 15 minutes maybe from the heart of Grand Teton?
Yeah. And then there is this popular bar you can go to, the Cowboy Bar. I would love to go there one day. That would be so fun. Yeah. It's so cool.
Next year.
Instead of bar stools, they have saddles. And it's so cool.
You know they do that at Texas Roadhouse too, right? They put you on a saddle and it's your birthday.
Yeah, I did know that. I went there for my 18th birthday.
Did everyone sing happy birthday to you? Oh my gosh, was it the worst? It was terrible. I hated it. Oh my gosh. Another thing you can do is go over into Idaho like we were talking about before. And there's a state park actually that goes on the Idaho side of the Tetons and you get a different view of them and it's gorgeous and
yes. You could also head north into Yellowstone. We will get
45 minutes. Yeah. It is 45 minutes from Grand Teton.
Literally 45 minutes.
So
might as well. Yeah. Knock out 2 parks while you're in the area, right?
Yeah. Oh, you will have the most amazing trip. I love those 2 parks paired together.
Yes. It just fits so well.
They do fit so well. And you can like see part of the other park from the other ones. You know, like you can see the Tetons over like Jackson Lake. Yeah. Or not Jackson Lake, but Yellowstone Lake. Yellowstone Lake, yeah.
So cool.
Yeah. We will do episodes on Yellowstone later. So we will give you more information on that then.
Yes, for sure. And then if you do head out to Teton in the winter, they have a ton of different activities you can do.
These are on our bucket list. We haven't been out there in the winter. Okay, ready? Dog sledding. You can go dog sledding right outside of Jackson. Oh my goodness. And then, this is another thing to do, is just the elk refuge right out. It's across the street from the southern part of Grand Teton. Yeah. You can just go there to see elk. But in the winter, they do horse-drawn sleigh rides.
so cool.
What? And you can see the elk in the snow. So pretty. And the beautiful snow-covered Tetons.
You can also go snowmobiling through there. I would talk to a ranger about it.
It is only in certain parts of the park. So if you are interested in going snowmobiling, definitely look into where you can do that and where you can't do that.
Yes. And then people also are able to go ice fishing on Jackson Lake.
I love a good ice fishing day.
Oh yeah, that'd be so fun.
That would even if you're not catching anything, you would never.
I wouldn't even care.
I wouldn't care either. You're just sitting on a lake.
Yeah.
Just jigging.
Looking at the Tetons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Now we're gonna get into some more of the hiking details. All of these facts.
Some trails.
Yeah. Are according to the National Park website, and also all trails. First off, do your own research before going on these hikes.
Things will change.
Yeah. Do some blogs, or look on some blogs. Look at the National Park website as well, especially closer to your hike, because they will tell you trail conditions, weather.
All trails is also very good for that, because people usually do hikes and they will post pictures of the hikes.
Yeah.
So, and you can call the ranger station too, and they would love to give you the details.
Yeah.
Also, if you're looking for ideas about hikes, maybe you don't want one of the more popular hikes, you can ask a ranger for their recommendations, because they know all the trails.
Yeah. They're always a really good resource.
They are. So it's a good idea to just, maybe if you're looking for something new you want to try, or something you haven't heard of, just ask them.
Yeah.
And you can usually tell them how far you want to hike, and they'll give you a recommendation within that.
Yeah, for sure.
My ears are popping.
So one thing we did forget to mention or think about is how crazy parking is in Grand Teton. Especially, I would say Jenny Lake is the worst.
Yes, definitely. I mean, like,
we parked an extra,
almost half mile away.
It was a full mile. By the time it was a full mile one way, and then so by the time you're done, you're adding 2 miles round trip for parking, and we got there at like 10. The years before, we were smarter and we got there earlier, but we decided to do a different hike in the morning. So just get there, I would say, before 8 if you want a parking spot in the parking lot.
Yeah.
Get there before
or even 8. Like on the same road as the main part. But
Jenny Lake gets pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
Yeah.
Just be aware of that. And then also the hike we went on in the morning that we chose to do before our Hidden Falls hike was Taggart Lake, and the parking lot was like semi-full when we got there at
but it wasn't bad.
6 something.
6. It was right around 6.
But by the time we got back,
she was full.
People were on the road again, and I have heard other places, like other parking lots in the park, like down by like Lupine Meadows and stuff like that, like just basically all the parking lots are smaller than the people that come to visit.
Yeah.
So just if you're going on a longer hike or a hike that's really important to you, do it in the morning right away.
Early.
Like start before 8. I would say at any of them that you know are popular.
Yeah. I would say probably even before 7 if you can, or right around that time.
I think last year when we were in Teton, we still got a parking spot at like 7 something in Jenny Lake, and it was right. I think it was right before 8. I think you're right.
No, I think you're right.
So I think if you get there before 8, you'll be fine.
Hopefully.
But just so you don't show up somewhere and you're expecting to not walk an extra 2 miles, just be aware of that.
Yeah, pretty much. So a few short hikes that would be cool are Taggart Lake. It's 3 miles round trip, considered an easy hike. You have 360 feet of elevation gain. The trail starts in the trees, and then like a mile in, it opens up to this amazing view of the Tetons, and then another half mile later is when you get to Taggart Lake, and then you can go swimming, have a snack. Do whatever you want. Just look at the lake for a little bit, and then you just turn around and you go back.
I think you can hike around that lake too, okay?
Yes.
There's a loop around it if you wanted to go farther too.
Yep. Another shorter trip or shorter trail is the Lee Lake Trail. the short version. Apparently, there's also a longer version.
Apparently, there's a longer version.
And that one is 2.9 miles round trip. Another easy hike with 49 feet of elevation gain.
So not a lot. You won't even. That's nothing. But Lee Lake and String Lake are, you pass String Lake to get to Lee Lake, right?
Yes.
Those are both really shallow lakes, and usually actually that's a really, really cool spot just for like a sunrise, because they're shallow, they're still, and there's usually trees around them, so you'll get a good reflection. And also they're warmer for swimming in than the bigger lakes that are colder. So if that interests you as well, maybe you hike there and then you go for a little swim.
Yeah. So the Lee Lake Trail goes along String Lake, and then String Lake follows it up to the Lee Lake. The trail stays along the shoreline, so you get a really pretty view the whole time. And it also has some real nice shady spots, because you're kind of walking like half in the woods, half on the shoreline. So it's like you get some nice shade if it's a hot summer day.
Very nice, very nice.
And then another short one is the Lakeshore Trail. That one is 2.6 miles.
That one goes along Jackson Lake, right?
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at you go. Oh my goodness, I just know it before I heard it.
That one is also an easier hike. It's 88 feet of elevation gain. So.
And you walk along the shoreline of Jackson Lake, is that right?
Well, it's a mix of wooded and
areas. I was close.
So you get a little bit of everything. So the Lakeshore Trail is a good mix of wooded and open areas. It does take you out to see Jackson Lake, and so you get a really pretty view of the lake, and the Tetons
are right on it. It's gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
Some other shorter hikes that we like. Phelps Lake has a jumping rock, which is really cool. If you go all the way around the lake, it makes it longer, but you don't have to, I believe. Don't quote me on this, but I think the jumping rock is on the east side of the lake. I don't know why I think that, but I think I read that. But you'll see it when you get to the lake, and there's a trail that goes all the way around the lake, so you can get to it. But just be safe if you're going to do that.
Yeah.
And then another one is the Bradley and Taggart Lake Loop. Thank you. Yes. That one's not too long either. And you get to see 2 mountain lakes.
Yeah. Who doesn't want to see 2?
Yeah. And it's a loop, so you get some different variety. I love loops so much.
Me too.
They're great. They are great. Because it's like a new thing around every bend. You're like, oh, yeah.
You're not going back.
Yeah.
There's something you've already seen.
And then next we're going to talk about the medium long hikes that are like 4 to 7 miles.
Yes. So Grand Viewpoint Trail, that one's 5 miles round trip. They consider it a moderate hike. You do get quite a bit of elevation at 1,300 or just over 1,300 feet. It does have 2 viewpoints that give you a bit of a wider view of the Tetons, and so you see like a lot more of the mountain range rather than just like a part of it, I guess. And you do also get to see 2 Ocean Lake on this hike for a little bit. And then people say that they also have seen some elk, moose, and maybe bears on this hike. So that's pretty cool.
So stay strapped with your bear spray.
Yes.
Another hike is Hidden Falls via the Jenny Lake Trail. It is 5 miles round trip. There is 606 feet of elevation gain. It's a little bit less, but I also feel like a lot of that is in like one spot.
Yeah.
So the hike has beautiful views of Jenny Lake. You walk alongside of the lake, and it clears. It's in the woods, but it clears up and opens a couple of times, and it's gorgeous. And then you walk on the side of a mountain at one point towards the end. It is what I'm thinking of where most of the elevation gain is. It gets steeper for just a little part, but then you're rewarded with a super cool waterfall. We love this waterfall so much. It's gorgeous. Oh, and also along the hike, it opens up to this view not only of the shore of Jenny Lake, but the overview of you see an overview of Jenny Lake while you're. Oh, it's gorgeous. And you can also add on Inspiration Point to this hike. It would make it a little bit longer, but definitely
I think it was like 0.2 miles.
Yeah, or something. Yeah.
One way.
Yeah.
So 0.4 miles.
So it'd probably be an extra half mile, roughly.
Yeah.
I'd check our math on that. I don't. Yeah. We're just thinking of what we remember, so.
Yeah.
We could be wrong. Don't quote it.
But it's definitely worth that extra little bit.
Yeah, for sure.
And then another hike, Aspen Ridge Trail. It's 6.1 miles round trip. Less elevation gain. There's 777 feet. It's a loop, so that's nice. You get like a different
I love a good
view,
loop.
like around the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
I like loops. Yeah.
Yeah.
You get to see Phelps Lake and Creek River. There is a few steeper inclines, which is why this one's considered a moderate hike.
Also the length, I think.
And probably. And then people say they also get to see bears. So, and then I believe this one also gives you a little bit wider view of the Tetons rather than like a focused view on just
a little bit farther away. Yeah. Which is a different, very cool perspective to see different. We like different things.
We do. And now we're gonna go into the longer hikes. So this is like 8+ miles. The first one is Delta Lake via the Lupine Meadows Access.
Even if you just drive down to the Lupine Meadows Access, that's where the first time we stopped on that dirt road.
Yeah.
Oh, so gorgeous.
It is.
I love it. Okay, but also go on the hike. If know your own limits, but if you
can, do the hike. Oh, always do the hike
if you can.
Yeah. It's
because this one.
Yeah, this one is.
This is not maintained.
A harder hike.
Yes, it is not maintained by the National Park Service, and sometimes the rangers won't even, like, you can't ask them questions about it because it's not maintained by the park, which makes it a little bit more challenging, just that in itself. But I'll let Michaela talk about the details because I don't remember them. So,
it's 7.4 miles round trip, and it does gain like almost 2,300 feet of elevation. It's 2,296 feet. So it's quite a bit in not a super long amount of time. Again, it's not maintained by the rangers, so it can get a little
dicey, I would say.
In some parts, yeah.
Yeah, this is one where I would ask the rangers.
Yeah, because they might know.
They might tell you.
Or somebody else who's done it might have told them, hey, just so you know, this is the condition of this trail.
Yeah, not that the rangers, but they won't always keep track of that, though.
Yeah.
But All Trails would be a good place to check this one because it is on All Trails, and people will take pictures. They will write if there's something, like they will put a comment in if there's something wrong with the trail. And also, this one has boulder fields that you have to like get on all fours and scramble. So just also be aware of that.
Yeah. There's also quite a few switchbacks on this one, which helps with the elevation gain, so you're not climbing straight up, but it's still a lot of work. But once you get to Delta Lake, it's absolutely amazing.
Oh my goodness. I'm sure if you've seen pictures of Grand Teton again, you've probably seen this lake.
Yes.
The most beautiful turquoise waters ever, and craggy mountain peaks behind it is gorgeous.
It's amazing.
Oh my goodness.
We love it.
We do.
Cascade Canyon is another long, pretty difficult hike. It's 9.2 miles round trip. If you start at the Jenny Lake boat dock, you can hike around Jenny Lake, but that will add a couple miles on there. I think it's don't quote me on this.
Yeah, but I think 2, because I think ours was around 7. We hiked around the lake, right?
Yeah,
yeah,
like 2 or 3, maybe. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. You gain 1,118 feet of elevation, so, and I think it's over quite a bit of time, kind of. But so this hike will take you up to Hidden Falls and Inspiration Point, and then farther into the canyon, which is really cool.
Gorgeous. I love a good
It's
mountain
amazing.
canyon. I think they're some of my favorite hikes, or even just favorite like to look at, like even pullouts. I just love meadows
They
and,
look
and canyons. And you get the big peaks, and you get grass, and you get animals, and sometimes little rivers, and oh my goodness, it's just gorgeous.
It's so cool.
Yeah, there also are bears up there that frequent the area, so just carry bear spray if you're gonna go.
So this hike takes you into the canyon, but you can also make it a little bit longer by taking a right when you get to the end of the hike, because it kind of forks or it splits off.
Like a T, yeah.
And if you go to the right, then it will take you up to Lake Solitude.
I think that's really a 16-mile round trip hike.
I don't know.
I think it's a 16-mile.
You trust. And then you can even keep going farther after that and do Paintbrush Canyon. This is typically for more experienced hikers if you're going to do this big of a loop.
That's 20 miles.
Because that,
right?
Something like that.
That's 20 miles from Cascade Canyon to end of Paintbrush Canyon.
Yeah.
And then usually you're parked somewhere else, I think, if I guessed right.
I don't know. But it is a longer hike if you want to loop all that together. But if you are just doing the Cascade Canyon, it's 9.2 miles.
You can also...
round trip.
You could also just go in... Remember, you don't have to finish a hike. You can just go into it like
as
a mile.
Far as you want, and then turn around and go back.
Yeah, because it's gorgeous. You can do the
who's
same.
Gonna stop you from doing that?
No one. You can also do the same thing with Paintbrush Canyon.
Yeah,
that one's really cool too. And if you are looping them, and maybe you aren't experienced enough because you don't hike 20 miles in the mountains every day, that's fine. You can also make it a backpacking trip if you have experience with that. Yeah, and that's an easier backpacking trip because it's 20 miles. Not bad.
Yep. And then one of the main, I'd say probably the biggest trail for backpacking in Grand Teton is the Teton Crest Trail.
It's 40 miles.
It is just under 40 miles.
39.5?
Yeah.
Am I right? Oh, look at me go.
Yeah. You gain over 9,000 feet of elevation. Like, that's insane. 9,000 feet.
You climb in a mountain. That's fun.
Yeah. So basically, you start at the top of Rendezvous Mountain. So you're starting at over 10,000 feet already. That's your starting point. And then you pretty much just go down the mountain, and then you go back up the ridge on the other side. They say, from what I've read, it has a lot of steep up and downs. So I would just be prepared for that. If
it's a jackal! Sorry, it's not. It's a coyote. I just liked the word jackal better than coyote.
Anyway, so it has a lot of steep up and downs, and you pretty much stay above 8,000 feet of elevation the whole time. So also, if you're not used to that, just be ready.
Stay in a higher elevation before, like, don't just fly in from Minnesota and do the Teton Crest Trail and because you will probably, if you get altitude sickness on a backpacking trip, like
that would not be fun.
Because I think the only thing that helps is to come down in elevation. Yeah, that's the only cure for elevation sickness.
Pretty much. But yeah, that is a super cool trail. We have
definitely not done that. So definitely on the bucket list, though.
For sure. Yeah. But like down the road.
Down the road. We're not ready to go back 40 miles.
No. So that's all we have for like hikes. So a couple of honorable mentions, just things that
are in the area. So like depending on where you're coming from or how much time you want to spend in the area, these are some other things you could add to your itinerary or list of things that you want to do.
So like Yellowstone, which you kind of talked about a little bit already, but honestly, highly recommend it.
Yeah, it's 45 minutes north.
Yeah.
It's really close. A lot of people actually pass through Grand Teton to get to Yellowstone.
Yeah.
Or you'll pass through Yellowstone to get to Grand Teton.
Yeah.
Which we've done before too.
Yep. There is Lower Mesa Falls in Idaho.
That is in the northeast corner kind of Idaho. It's kind of, I'd say it's kind of between like a Teton and Yellowstone.
Yeah.
Yeah, around there, but like right by the border.
Yeah.
But that's really pretty too.
Yes.
And then the National Elk Refuge, which we already mentioned, but it's literally across the street from Grand Tetons, so you got to stop in and visit.
Yeah, it's so cool.
Yeah.
There are the Darby Wind Caves in northern Utah.
If anyone's coming from the south,
So
yeah,
that would be.
or if you're coming from what's the airport? Salt Lake City Airport. There you go. You can stop there too. Another place is Shoshone National Forest in Idaho. If you're coming from the west, kind of northwestish, area. Yeah.
If you're coming in from the south, you can go into the Great Salt Lake. Would be a fun place to stop. Super pretty. We haven't been there yet, but it would be cool to go.
Yeah. Another place that is one of our favorite places is Bighorn National Forest. If you're coming from the east,
it's literally on your way there. Anyway.
It's on your way. It's on the top of Wyoming. It is gorgeous. We love that national forest. Oh my goodness. You get big mountains with like rolling hills. You see cows. You see little waterfalls. You see like wildflowers and mountain lakes. And you climb this really cool road to get up there too.
Yeah.
We just love that place.
And we kind of like hit it unexpectedly.
Yeah, we didn't even mean to the first time.
I think it kind of
just blew us away the first time.
Yeah.
We're like, whoa!
Didn't even know we were going through here, but that's so cool.
Yeah, and now we hit it all the time. We love it. We love it. We try to add it on to so many trips. Like, can we just sneak it in there?
Yeah.
Can we just go on a little detour to show them?
And it's like hours of a detour, but it's so worth it because
we just love it. We just love
it. And then if you're coming from like the southeast, around, I guess I don't remember when it is, but I would try to hit Cheyenne Frontier Days.
I think it's in June or July.
I think it's in July.
Which would be a great, is it? Which would also, great time to visit Teton, so.
Yeah.
Cheyenne Frontier Days are so cool.
Yes.
We were going to try and go on them on our first trip, but they were too far away.
Yeah, it was.
But yeah, those are our honorable mentions around places to stop at, like on your way in or on your way out or while you're around Grand Teton.
Yeah. And that's what we got for planning a trip to Grand Teton, planning what to do, all the things. So
all the things. Thanks for listening.
Please like, share, and subscribe to
Sleeping in Park.